Most of us get offended too easily, and it's ruining our relationships. It's ruining the intimacy in our marriage, the closeness, the attraction, even physical intimacy. So, I will take an example just for the sake of this video. I'm sitting in the living room minding my own business. My husband walks in. He's being grumpy, snappy. He might do something or say something that most people would regard as disrespectful or offensive. What I would usually do and what my clients do is snap back, say something back, have an exchange of words back and forth. Um, and in the worst case scenario, they just shut down and go into separate rooms. Worst case scenario, they have a bigger fight and they start remembering like past stuff. So, just from a small interaction like this, we end up not talking all day and like going on our separate ways, shutting down, feeling hurt, and just having a cold war. What happened? So, why do we get offended? It's because of two reasons. Reason number one is that most people see their lives as a movie in which they are the main character. So, I'm the main character in my life, in my movie, right? So, if something happens in my life, it means it's happening to me. It's about me because I'm the main character. I am not able to see that if my husband is snappy and grumpy, it's about his movie in which he's the main character and something happened to like in his life, in his movie. It's not about me, right? But most of us, this is what we do. Like if he's acting like this, it's about me. It's because I'm not good enough. It's because he doesn't love me. It's because I don't deserve more or he doesn't give me what I deserve. So this is super hurtful for us as women. Like all we want is to be respected and loved and appreciated and spoiled and feeling worthy, right? And cherished and so special. And here we have this husband who's grumpy and snappy. That's not nice. Reason number two, which is like a very deep reason, is past wounds. Yes, it comes from childhood, past relationships, and the wounds get deeper, like deeper and bigger. Imagine you have on your arm a lot of bruises and wounds, like open wounds, and your husband just slowly brushes past one of your wounds, it hurts so bad, or touches one of your bruises, it hurts so bad. And you don't know why this simple interaction hurts so bad, but it's because of those past wounds and beliefs that in your mind are something like, I'm not good enough. He doesn't love me. He doesn't care about me. I don't have a good marriage. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. So it's super hurtful for us as women. Again, if we take a step back and we see, I'm in my movie, he's in his movie. It's not about me, and it's not about my wounds, right? We can like just take this distance and be less offendable, which is the like a great superpower. I don't know if the best superpower you can have, but I prefer this, not being offendable, than I don't know, being able to fly. Really, yes. Okay, here's what changed when I stopped letting things offend me. And because I didn't snap back, I wasn't offended, I was continuing to be nice. My husband apologized. He changed his mood quicker because I was nice. So he didn't affect me with his bad mood. I affected him with my good mood. Um, and then he did something nice for me. This is like this he did unconsciously, and I saw it repeatedly. Just when seeing that I'm not offendable, okay, what does he do? He apologizes because he's left with his own words, and I'm just being myself, unoffended and nice, and continuing to be nice just because this is what I want to do. This is my choice. And he just realized what he did. It's easier to apologize to somebody who's not snapping back. When you're snapping bad, you're the bad guy too. Like there's no reason to apologize. Even if he started, like why should he apologize? Because you snapped too. Like this was one of my like most annoying pain points. I would tell my husband, but you started it. Like you should apologize first. He would never apologize. Never, ever, ever. Only when I wasn't offended and I was just being myself, continuing to be nice, not out of people pleasing, out of choice, because this is who I am and I'm not offended and I don't, this is not about me. Like, take care of your own business. He apologized. He changed his mood quicker, right? Like, I influenced him because my energy was so strong. I influenced him and he would do something nice for me. Maybe he was feeling guilty, or I don't know, but he would always do something nice for me in return because I was nice to him and I didn't, I don't know, shame him and blame him, like just for being human and normal and having a bad day or grumpy or snappy, right? So again, before, I'm just opening my notes because I have some mindset shifts for you. So before throwing words back and forth, ending up in separate rooms and not talking to each other. After apologizing, being nice, doing something nice, and like him changing his mood. I do this work with all of my clients. Like literally, I don't think I had a client who didn't have one of these wounds and didn't feel hurt when her husband wasn't nice to her. Of course, like most of us, like this is what we do. We take it on, like, oh, it means something about me. I promise you, it's not anything about you. Even if he would say it is, it's not. And you learning to not be offendable is the best superpower. Like I feel like Superwoman for having this superpower. Not, I'm not doing it always, right? I'm not perfect, but most of the times. Okay, so here are some unoffendable mindset hacks that will help you stay calm, playful, and confident during a conflict. Something that I like, this is something that I deeply believe, and it helps me. It helps me a lot. I really don't get offended because these are my beliefs and like mindset hacks, right? People are allowed to be grumpy. As humans, we have a range of emotions. We're not happy all the time. So we're allowed to be grumpy. I'm grumpy from time to time. Negative emotions are safe. This is a huge one because when we see somebody is upset, it feels so unsafe. It's like emergency, emergency, emergency. I have to change this or I have to fight this. Like it's unsafe, 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 alarm, alarm, alarm. Negative emotions are safe. If I can give you one mantra or one belief, take this from me. Negative emotions are safe. Other people's negative emotions are about them, and I let them be human. My job is to focus on what is in my power, and I choose to stay at peace. I choose what ruins my peace. Yes, I intentionally choose what ruins my peace. And that means people in my family getting sick, bad things happening in the world, like really bad things. And I will, I don't know, be upset about them for a while. um, Something happening to my daughter, like to my immediate family, especially like somebody getting sick or an accident, like these things are worth my peace and I will give my peace for that. But for other stuff, like for how people act, behave, talk, whatever they say about me, like I don't care. It's like I love people. I love humanness. This is actually another great belief I have that helps me be at peace is that I love humans in all their states, however they believe, because I'm interested in psychology. So I'm interested to see what people do when they are triggered, when they are angry. Like I love people in general, not only when they are happy. Like I love psychology. I love humanness. Like this is humanness. Humanness is not only being happy and perfect, right? Let's see. And another belief that sometimes I can be there for them. So if somebody's snappy and grumpy, sometimes I can be there for them and change their mood. Again, it's not something that I do intentionally. Oh, let me help you, let me save you, let me change your mood. No, I just change people's mood because I feel good. I really feel good with myself. And I accept people feeling bad and I'm not scared about that. And they really change their mood just by that. But sometimes maybe I'm not available to do that. Maybe sometimes I'm not okay and I will just let them be, but mind my own business, right? So sometimes I can be there for them, other times not, but both are okay. I don't need to save anyone. Like that is people pleasing. Changing somebody's mood and trying to save them and make them feel happy because sadness and grumpiness and anger are not okay. That's people pleasing, and like that's no good. um, I will link, maybe I had a class about people pleasing. I will link it maybe somewhere in the description together with the free marriage analysis session that I have to mention every time. This is the place where all my clients start. We look at what's going well, what's not going well, what you want to do different. Why is your husband acting like that? And what is the real problem and what is the real solution? Most of the time, we think the problem is he's grumpy. In this case, like the problem is my husband is always grumpy. This is what my clients tell me. I see that the problem is you're not accepting people as being as human. And the more you don't accept somebody being as grumpy, the more they will be grumpy. The grumpiness grows bigger and bigger and bigger. All people, we want to be loved as we are. So when we're not accepted with our grumpiness and ugliness, we make it bigger and bigger and bigger. We see this, or at least I see this a lot with children when we don't accept their bad behaviors, accept in the sense of, I love you no matter what. Like, this is not okay. That doesn't mean that not having boundaries and standards, but meaning, I love you despite you're not having a good day. Like, I love you despite you're like being sad. You don't have to be happy all the time for me to love you. When somebody feels that, they will change their behavior. If you don't accept that, it will grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Maybe you've realized this in your life. I don't know. So this is something that I do with my clients all the time. All my clients had this problem at some point. Sick husbands, grumpy husbands, tired husbands, like who really like just don't act nice, right? You can change how somebody acts by how you are. And this is one of the things, like not being offendable. Subscribe if you liked this video. Shoot me any question if you want me to cover a certain topic, to like just put it in the comments or send a private message. Otherwise, subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.